Uh-oh, friend time! We're all gonna die! Frick. Okay, I'm doing volume 13 of Friendsim, not like a 2-week gap this time between. Oh boy. Volume 13 of Fate, Fortune, and Fashion. Oh god. Blah blah blah, friendship blah. That's it. That's it. Oh gee. Alright, let's see. We have you. You smile at me. You laugh at me. Hmm. 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 I kind of like you, actually. I don't know. Because I do remember a friend having this person as a profile picture for a good while. Boulder Lamati. Lamati? Eh. You just aren't feeling it today. You're getting more and more of these gray nights recently. Nights where the call of the streets, that infinite ramble for companionship, just sounds exhausting and meaningless. You had days like this back on Earth, too, when getting out of bed just didn't seem worth it. The sun is just beginning to slip under the horizon, and usually this would be the sign to rise and shine, or rise and dark. But all you've managed to do so far this evening is make yourself some coffee. You recently mentioned to Decor that you drink instant, and he was so disgusted that he gave you a coffee machine. He claimed it was an old one he doesn't use anymore, but it still had the price tag on it. Oh my god. To be honest, that would make sense. Decor not taking the price tag off stuff, even stuff he uses. On the table sits a palm Hascano had taken off a dead kid, especially for you, and cradled in your hand is a mug Skylar sent. It looks like she painted it herself. There's a white blob on one side that you think is supposed to be Lady. Even wearing the hoodie Malik gave you to cut the evening chill. Here you are, all wrapped up in the warm embrace of your friend's goodwill, safe and sound, but deep inside you festers something. A gnawing existential dissatisfaction, that classic ache the philosophers wrote about. Your palm chimes and you pick it up lazily. What, another rando trying to slide into your DMs? Sorry, folks, you just don't have time for that anymore. You are a friendship connoisseur, a sommelier of the rarest of amicable vintages. You unlock the screen to find a message. Oh fuck, I forgot to put my mic down. I'm not certain that this line is secure. Actually, I'm positive that it isn't, but I am risking contact because it is imperative that we speak. I'm sending you rendezvous coordinates, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh!
Rendezvous.
Yeah, rendezvous. Maybe the last letter, maybe the S is silent. I'm sending you rendezvous coordinates. But if you wouldn't mind coming anytime after the sun has set, I realize that this is unorthodox, so please believe me when I tell you that this is not a trick or a trap. I have important information regarding your place on Loturnia. Oh, fuck. Oh. You attempt to reply to the message, but there isn't a cursor or anywhere to input text. In fact, there doesn't even appear to be a messenger app open on your phone. It's just a random text box floating in the void. You barely had a chance to read it all the way through before it vanishes and Google Maps opens with an address already programmed in. Oh boy. It's close enough to walk to, which is great because using your stolen scuttle buggy still makes you a little nervous. You swallow the rest of your coffee and grab your shoes. Oh boy. Is this gonna actually be plot stuff? Your GPS leads you to a shop you recognize. It's a cafe from your weird sort of date with Vinera. It's not too crowded at this time of day. The usual studying crowd doesn't appear to be here. A couple trolls are sitting around sharing pots of tea. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! It's her! Yeah, you can kind of tell the person who drew that also drew the background. Mostly because of the style with the lines on the horns, I guess? I don't know. I think that's the same person. Okay, I don't know.
Fool! Fucking idiot! I explicitly stated I want an essence of Dayglow, not whatever this garbage is.
Oh, you know this person. It really has been a minute, hasn't it? Our data stands in front of the counter, shouting at the cash register. Whatever automated system runs the shop has apparently gotten our order wrong.
What are you looking at? This is absolutely none of your...
Oh,
it's you. How have you been? You know, since you killed me.
I had to make that reference, I'm sorry. Our data swiftly covers up her surprise, examining a sharp, perfectly shaped nail.
You look different.
Better? Let's not exaggerate. Oh god, this face kind of reminds me of a really uncanny Rose. I don't know if I could find it because the fan venture it belonged to retconned it and replaced it with a better image. Maybe in the thumbnail. Maybe I'll put it in the thumbnail.
Let's not exaggerate. I simply meant you look less like toxic waste and more like run of the grain grinder garbage.
You tell our data that's good to see your team. Man, this really takes you back. You'd have been so simple back then, so uninvolved. You're laser focused on a single desire: friendship. Now, well, you still like friends, you really do, but you also have, like, a car and a sweatshirt with somebody's sign on it. You moved up in the world.
Fascinating.
Oh, by the way, is she the one who summoned you here?
Summoned? You? You must be joking. I haven't spared a single solitary thought for you since you dragged your wretched carcass out of my hive.
Absently, you put your hands into the pockets of your hoodie. Something crinkles between your fingers and you pull out a folded piece of notebook paper. Okay, this definitely hadn't been in there when you left your hive. You pass a couple people in the street, but you definitely don't remember any of them getting close enough to slip something in your pocket. It only says 2 words. Out back. Oh! Okay, I guess we're at the wrong place. We want to go to Outback. Alright, let's go. I'm going too far for a stupid joke. Shut. Our plans to help us. Okay, yeah, that's a good goal. I'll look at that later. Outback. Oh man, should we go? Go. Let's be real here. If you were ever going to refuse a suspicious invitation, you would have done it by now. You would have drawn the line at vehicle theft or murder church or anime club. You can't resist a social engagement. Your tragic flaw.
Okay, I guess. Enjoy yourself.
You head back through a beaded curtain, half expecting an alarm to ring. How do they keep people from just robbing stores here? Are there like lasers and shit? You emerge into a tiny little back garden. None of the plants here are ones you recognize from Earth, but it's still nice. Yeah, this is really nice. You cross a bridge over a soft flowing stream, and find yourself looking down at a path that balloons into a tight, dizzying spiral. Maybe you're supposed to walk across it and ponder your place in the universe? Your contemplation would be inevitably cut off before it hit its climax, because someone is sitting at the center of the spiral. It's a she. She is a small, compact shape, with her hair cut short and choppy around her chin.
wearing a shapeless white dress, really more of a robe. Oh, that's not the preview image. But okay. Psst, I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming. She speaks in a... Oh. Psst, I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming. She speaks in a stage whisper, low and full of air, but still loud enough to hear across the path. You pick your way carefully across the spiral, making sure not to mess any of it up, treading only inside the lines. The girl gives you a small, secretive smile. My name's Boulder. You ask her if this is her garden. Does she live here? It's nice, but it's not exactly out of the elements. Actually, it looks like there's some storm clouds rolling in. You're probably going to get rain soon. Oh yeah, my Recooper Coon is over there under that tree. She smiles again, and you can't tell if she's messing around. In fact, she's entirely unreadable, like her face is a totally reflective surface, and all you're seeing is a cloudy sky in the garden. You can't tell how she feels about you at all. We're going to die. We are going to die by ambiguity. Bleh. Would you like to sit down? Inside the circle, or... She looks around like she is only just realizing she is at the center of a complicated geometric pattern. It doesn't matter. I only wanted to see if you would follow the path or trample through it. Well, you did neither. You forged your own way while taking care to preserve that which had... But you did neither. You forged your own way while taking care to preserve that which has come before. You ask her what that means. It's not that complicated, MSPA reader! Maybe nothing. I'm not sure. The wind tosses her hair, and the clouds chase each other across the sky. If the rain comes, it will come soon. Boulder continues to look at you as you shift awkwardly and shiver, pushing your hand into your hoodie. This is different than any other friend meetup you've had, even with the others who purposely sought you out. There's a serenity to Boulder that all the rest lack, or maybe that's just its zen-as fuck garden getting to you. You try to remember what Boulder said to you in the message that she somehow managed to make appear on your phone and then immediately self-immolates. That she had some information for you about your place on Alternia or some shit like that. Did I say that? I guess I did. I suppose I wanted a chance to talk to you a bit before the end. I was starting to feel a little... jealous, maybe? Right, you guess everybody has been going on about the funny, dumb alien robot who's been prowling the countryside. No, that's not it. Though I'm sure you're very funny. I just wanted a chance to talk to you, someone who is so adrift in the swell of fate and the whims of the paradox. Paradox? You don't know anything about paradoxes. Well, you know what they are, you just don't see why they're relevant. They aren't. Paradoxes aren't relevant by their very nature. It's the essence of that nature that makes them so integral to the story. You shake your head. You're not built for this cosmic stuff. You're just an orphan from Earth with quick fingers for spaceships and, apparently, vehicles. Boulder gives you another sly smile. Oh? Quick fingers? You blush. You hadn't meant that as a dirty joke or anything. Oh dear God. Okay, dirty jokes do exist here. Okay, fuck. Well, I mean, of course they're gonna exist no matter what, but like, in that fashion. Fuck. Oh, so your fingers are nowhere near as quick as hers. She somehow got a piece of paper in your pocket while you were standing in a cafe, and she was back here. That's like reverse pickpocketing through astral projection. Boulder laughs. She stands up and moves across the garden path, following the spiral so swiftly and efficiently that she might as well be floating. She drifts over to one of the trees, pulling a coat down from where it's slung over a branch. Maybe this is actually her hive. Oh, so that is adorable. It covers her from chin to ankles, coming together to form an olive green symbol on her chest that looks like a question mark without the dot. No, that looks like a dot there, you blind fuck. Nah. A broad-brimmed hat finishes out the ensemble. Well, I can't teach you astral projection, but pickpocketing is actually quite simple. Would you care to learn? Ideally, we need a third person to act as a mark, but I think we can make it work. More crime, huh? Sure, Let's do crime. Time to be gay and do crime. This whole mess started with a theft of a spaceship, and if Boulder is right about all that fate horseshit, that was supposed to happen, so maybe you'll lean into it. Perfect. The first and most important aspect of the art of pickpocketing is staying unobtrusive. You think about mentioning that walking around in a great big coat and floppy hat is not the most unobtrusive thing you've ever seen, but you aren't the expert here. Also, you're an alien, so you don't really have room to talk. Maybe you should get a big coat like that yourself. You just love ripping looks off all of your friends. Boulder takes you through the basics of criminal sleight of hand, and on the whole, you aren't too bad. In fact, I think you might have a career in it if you weren't already on the career path of professional friendshipper. You don't know what this has to do with learning about you or teaching you your place on Alternia, but it's fun, and Boulder is a good teacher. If there's one thing this journey has taught you, is that when something isn't actively painful or destructive, just write it out. You don't think you'd be going around pickpocketing many trolls, enough of them already want to kill you, but it's good to have this skill in reserve if you ever need cash fast and don't feel like hitting up any of your rich friends. You wonder if Boulder uses it for anything besides passing notes. Psst! My source tells you you've been on Alternia for almost 3 paragrees now. You have no idea how long a paragree is, but what the hell, sure. Impressive. No wonder. She trails off thoughtfully and shakes her head. You wish she would say something with some substance to it instead of just vague nonsense. But at least she isn't threatening you with violence or trying to stick wires into you, so your countless interactions successful so far. Also, you feel weirdly chilled out with Boulder. Sure, you want to be friends, but there's none of that stomach-churning, spine-bending desperation to make sure she likes you at whatever the cost. You feel more awake than you have in weeks. Man, you got to learn to pickpocket in a garden. To pickpocket in a garden behind a cafe more often if this is what it does to your stress levels. Oh boy. Want to get something to eat? Or maybe just coffee because that's what they serve here. Sure, you could use another caffeinated beverage on top of the other caffeinated beverage you had earlier. Why not? You sleep when you're dead! If only. You follow her out of the garden and back into the cafe. Who is this now? Yet another friend? Oh, Ardetta, you're still here. Of course I am, fool. You were back there for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Wow. It felt like way longer than that. Guess you underestimated the power of a good train montage. Yeah, 10 minutes is about right. You introduce Ardetta to Boulder with a cheerful earnestness of someone who has forgotten the systemic classism of the planet on which they currently reside. Ardetta stops you with an aristocratic sneer. Stop before I have to stop you myself. I have absolutely no desire to mix with those so low on the social ladder. What in the world could she have to offer me? You shrug. You're not sure. Maybe friendship? You know, she's not that much lower than you. Shut up. Stuck. Hello, Spectrum. Only 3, if I'm right. She would be an Olive, right? Cassie. Okay, that's not gonna help. Images. Here. 1. Yeah, only 3. 3 isn't that low, honestly. She's. Okay, that would technically be a low blood, right? I don't know. I think. Boop. You shrug. You're not sure. Maybe friendship? You know friendships between people of different caste states are possible. You've seen them happen. Regardless, you feel bad for exposing your newest friend to the vaguely nonsensical abuses of your oldest. You turn back to You turn back to Boulder to apologize and find her gazing coolly at Ardetta like she could do it all night. There's none of the fear or reverence or false obedience you've seen other lowbloods display to blues. Instead, Boulder looks at our data like she's a bug. Worse, a pebble that she would just love to kick out of the way. Psst, nice to meet you in person, Miss Carmia. I hear your GrubTube channel has been losing subscribers recently. I wonder why that is. Blue hits our data's cheeks in an angry flush. There's no blue there, though. I'm currently on hiatus. The old garbage was getting tired. I have so many imitators that my own content is starting to seem derivative. She gives one of her maniacal laughs, but it's a little less robust than usual. Man, the wild tundra of internet fame really is a stark and arid battleground. Gotta pause real quick. In fact, I have a new feature in the works as we speak. She holds up the little vial she'd been haggling with the cash register over earlier. Poison! Oh fuck! What? They serve poison here? What? I think the best and most expedient process would just be to dose my featured guest food and then hide the antidote somewhere in my hive. Unless you have another idea? She smiles, sly and mean. Boulder smiles back, just as vicious. Great, have fun with that. While Boulder talks, her eyes start flicking from you to our data and then down, again and again. You, our data, and down. Our data? Ah, frick. It takes a couple of go-rounds before you realize what she's telling you. She keeps looking down to your hands, which are stuck in your hoodie pocket, exactly where you found the note Boulder slipped you. Our data is carrying a bag that looks expensive and extremely goth, and you can see where the vial of poison is sticking out. Oh man, you know what you have to do. When a group comes into the shop and pushes past the three of you, you move in on our data and slip a hand into her bag, palming the smooth, cold vial. She suddenly gives you a weird look, like, why are you suddenly all up on me, peon? But she doesn't notice the theft. I suppose I'll be going now. If I were you, I'd be more mindful of who I choose to associate myself with in the future. You say bye to her, feeling the tiniest bit guilty, but she's planning to use this poison to do murder theater in her prison basement, so you don't feel that bad. Take care now. Our data leaves and Boulder takes an inquisitive step closer. Psst, show me. You open your hand to display the spoils, flushed with criminal euphoria. Oh hell no. You grabbed the wrong vial. This one is blue, not red. You grabbed the antidote, not the poison. God, you honestly thought you were moving past these kinds of cock-ups. Oh, damn. Well, at least you have the antidote now. You never know when one of those might come in handy. She sways forward and clutches at her neck. For 1 second, you think she's doing an impression of someone who might need an antidote. Then she falls to her knees. Oh fuck. You dart forward and catch her before she can totally eat it. She's heavier than she looks. Compact muscle and a coat full of an ungodly number of weapons. She has like 4 guns in here, what the hell? She actually got... How'd you get poisoned? Your arms are full, so you can only watch, helpless, as a troll in a hood that covers their face and their horns books it out the door. You shout that some fucker just stabbed your friend, but nobody here is looking at you. It's the same way people on Earth might ignore a mother trying to calm a toddler throwing a tantrum, just turning their eyes away from a distasteful public scene. Ow. Damn it. You put a hand up to Boulder's neck to try and staunch the bleeding, but there isn't any bleeding. Bewildered, you pull apart the labels of her coat and see a single drop of olive blood trembling above her collarbone. Discoloration spreads in the dark spill over her neck and radiating down her chest. You both say it at the same time. Poison. Oh, so poison. That's the voice I'm giving MSPA readers if they ever have any direct lines. They won't. But just in case. Just my normal voice. You open your hand to look at the tiny blue vial and back up to Boulder. Her eyes are glassy, her skin going blotchy and ashen. There is no reason to believe that our data as poison and the poison the assassin used are the same, with the same antidote. It already strains the powers of coincidence that you grabbed the antidote at all. You're probably right, but maybe you should try it anyway? I can't feel my legs. Right. Maybe the mere fact that this is such an unlikely happenstance means it will be the right antidote. Everything you've done so far has had the pull of inevitability to it, especially all of your interactions with Boulder. Almost like we're in a video game. Great. Awesome. I'm glad you're realizing your inherent significance to this particular microcosm of causation. Now can you please put that stuff in my mouth so I can swallow it and possibly not die? Oh frick. This scroll wheel. You help Boulder tip her head back and put the vial to her lips. At the last minute, you wonder if it's supposed to be diluted, but Boulder gulps the whole thing down and immediately begins to shake. Oh fuck. Smoke billows out of her nostrils and open mouth, and holy shit, what is going on? This doesn't seem like any type of antidote to you! But then the smoke clears and Boulder opens up her big yellow eyes. How does she feel? Alive. Marginally. Is she going to die in the other ending? I don't know, we'll see. She lets you help her to her feet. You immediately pull her into a fierce yet gentle hug. It's wild to undergo someone else's near-death experience. You feel like you know her way better than one monster scene's worth. Another new friend! Ugh, not so tight. You ease up a little. All the tea sippers are staring at you now. Death apparently isn't interesting, but the possibility of some quadrant-adjacent stuff they're suddenly all about. Sorry assholes, there's you and your new friend sharing a touching post-near-fatal encounter. Nothing to see here. Didn't die! Oh god. There's already a lot of good thumbnail ideas. Where's your fucking jacket? Bad ending time. Go, go, go! Oh wait, no. No, that's a good one. Backyards are as bad as basements. No way. Okay, listen. You've done some pretty dumb stuff since you crash landed here. For instance, following the woman standing in front of you into her basement. But not this time. Let's try, catfisher. Important correspondence? Nah, you crumple the page up in your hand. Nothing that can't wait. Oh hey, phone call. Frick, heck. Frick, heck. Heck, frick, heck. Gonna actually see what this is real quick. Wowee, that was completely pointless. Just a freaking scam call. Anyway. You had impeccable timing. Just what I was hoping you would say. Oh fuck. Friend blocked. They're staring at us. Oh dear god. Oh fuck. Fair. No more cry, please. You've already got a hell of a rap sheet. Maybe it would be best not to add any new skills that could lead you into temptation? Fair enough. Would you care to go for a stroll? It's a nice night. It's a windy, unsettled night. And it looks like rain. You suppose that's nice depending on your definition. You'd absolutely love to take a stroll. That's your whole vibe recently. Strolling. You follow her out through a little back gate and into the streets. You leave the cafe behind and are quickly consumed by the drift of the midnight crowd. You brace for the inevitable pitying, hostile looks you get whenever you go out in public. You should have mentioned that you try to avoid large groups, but strangely, no one even glances at you. It's like Boulder exudes a sneaky aura that encompasses the both of you. Frick, I just realized, okay, I thought I might have had an editing project open, but nope. It doesn't matter. Not until I finish recording anyway. As you walk, you ask her if she really believes in fate. Like, the two of you were always going to meet and nothing could have happened any differently no matter what you did? Boulder gives you a thoughtful sidelong glance. Well, that would imply that none of our choices matter and that causality is inevitable. That randomness is irrelevant. Our choices do matter, honestly. Yeah. If they didn't matter, well, frick. How could we have died so many times? I mean, our choices do matter, but almost all the time, if we do the wrong choice, we're going to die. The only real exception has been that hell fucking yes. And the subs or dubs thing. Alright? Frick. Sure, you scamper to keep up with her, both physically and mentally. For someone who asked you to take a stroll, she sure is booking it down the street. But that disregards our choices. Fate dictates that all possibilities are, by their very nature, necessities. Or rather, the choice you make... The choice you made was the only one you ever could make. I doubt the universe is that simple. Doesn't sound simple to you, but you hum and nod sagely because you want Boulder to think you're deep. Instead of asking yourself whether you were meant to meet me and meant to be here, it makes more sense to wonder what the forces are that have conspired to bring it into being. Well, that would be exhaustion and ineptitude. You don't exactly remember what happened, but you're sure it involves something stupid like falling asleep at the wheel and drifting off into another solar. Oh my god. So, we don't actually know exactly how we got here, and there's no way to really know unless Doc Scratch is gonna explain it all when we get there. But Doc Scratch is still a good bit away. We had to get past this volume and 5 others. I'm looking forward to him. Since it's an epilogue, I guess I'm gonna do that with volume 18. Oh no. Well, that would be... Oh wait, no. Okay, so basically, stuff happened on Earth, we were sick of it, so we stole a rocket ship. Instead of a Lamborghini, apparently. And, after getting into space, and, stealing a rocket ship, how do you even do that? Then while in space, we fell asleep at the wheel, and during our sleep, we crash-landed on Alternia. Anything in between is a blank. We had to have gone here through some portal or something, but what? I mean, honestly, the only real thing I can think is something relating to Suburb, but that is very impossible. The only way that could even happen would be, we somehow went into one of the meteor defense portals at the exact moment it released a meteor onto Earth. Going through that portal into the Session, but even then, that wouldn't really go to Alternia or whatever. And plus, it releases those pretty freaking close to Earth, honestly. There's no way we would have fallen asleep on our exit to Earth, so that's not really an option. How could we have gotten to Alternia? It wouldn't be impossible. Oh well. It'd been a rough 48 hours, you know? A lot of escaping and running and punching and stealing of high-powered vehicles. Yes, of course, I understand. All in a day's work. No, all in 2 days' work. She stops you at most intersections so she can take surreptitious glances around the corner before gesturing you forward. Every so often, she will turn the two of you around to double back. You aren't exactly sure why. Maybe she thinks you are being followed, but who would follow you from the cafe? All sorts. But don't worry, I know how to shake off a tail. You cross one of the main thoroughfares, and a big black bird swoops at your head. You yelp and duck, but when you look around, you see that the bird has landed on Boulder's arm and she's stroking its back. Aww! You brace yourself for it to start talking or some shit like that, because that's what your life is like now. But it just sticks its leg out for Boulder to remove a scrap of paper. It waits patiently for her to read the message and then scribbles something on the back before attaching it to the crow and throwing it back into the air. Man, that's some Harry Potter ass shit. One of my informants wants to rendezvous in Meat Space. Meat Space? Unusual, but it has been an unusual day. But it has been. What? Unusual couple of months, honestly. Yes, of course. You've had it much harder than I have. What was I thinking? Well, you weren't trying to get into a contest of whose life sucks more, but yeah, it's been rough. You appreciate that you can see that. Of all the plans to be forced to, Alternia is, well, not ideal. Not the worst, but you still have my sympathies. Is there anything at all you like about it? What, about Alternia? Well, you're kinda disgusted. Oh wait. Alright. So, that's another grammar mistake. Even Homestuck didn't have this many grammar mistakes in its frickin' 64-hour read time. Like, I'm guessing this whole game would take about, I'm guessing around 18 hours, maybe a bit more than 18. Maybe longer, I don't know. Well, you're kind of digging this whole night as day thing. You're from a diurnal species, but you've always been a bit of a night owl. Also, not to brag, but you've made some seriously cool friends. Yes, I've been following your exploits. Your friendship acquisition procedures are really quite impressive. Now you're blushing. You ask Boulder how she knows that much about your exploits because it's only pretty recently that you've had any sort of real social media presence. You suppose she could have a Google alert like Malik did, but... Quick, around here. Ooh. Oh, fuck. No, I haven't actually been looking around stuff, have I? But then again, there hasn't been any new places to look around. So, we have a shed with tires, barbed wire. Okay, just a bunch of tires and stuff. Not really much to note. Although, frick. That shed looks like it's made of cardboard. Boulder leads you into a deserted lot between two buildings. There's nothing here except some broken bottles and a pile of old rubber tires. Yeah, tires. She leaves you behind the tire pile to keep watch, although she is probably just doing it to get you out of the way, which, fair. Then she heads out into the center of the lot, presumably to wait for her contact. You're sitting here, you sit here twiddling your thumbs, trying to suppress the desire to pull out your phone. That doesn't seem very corrupt. You're just starting to get really antsy, jerking your leg and cracking your knuckles and digging a little hole in the dirt with a stick when you hear something strange between the wind. A switch followed by a thunk. Oh fuck. Boulder jerks and clutches her neck. You rise up from your rubber... Oh frick, what? Boulder jerks and clutches her neck. You rise up from your rubber pile, sending tires flying. You look wildly up at the surrounding buildings, trying to find out where the projectile came from. You don't see anyone, not even a lone gunman. You run for your new friend, not spending a thought for your own safety. Oh god. The clouds move overhead like someone has put them on fast forward, the wind rattling the trash on the pavement. By the time you reach Boulder, she has begun to twitch in hard spasms. One look at the blotchy stain spreading across her neck and there's no doubt. You both say it at the same time. Poison. Poison? Poison? On my friend? More likely than you think. You fall to your knees beside her. Oh god, what are you supposed to do? You don't know anything about poison or first aid or anything else useful. God, why are you such a fucking waste of space? You could have been gaining some life skills instead of just loafing around like a complete idiot. You suck. Don't. There isn't time. This stuff acts fast. Boulder takes hard, gasping breaths between each word. Her eyes are going cloudy. She makes a desperate grab for your hands. Listen. For the first time, her voice rises above a whisper. The grip is surprisingly strong. You told her to save her strength, but she shakes her head so hard, her hat falls off. I'm not important. You tell her to stop being dramatic. Of course she's important. I'm not being dramatic. Well, maybe a little because I'm dying, but still, remember what I said about fate. Fuck fate! You don't want anything to do with it if this is the kind of shit it's going to pull on you. So many of your friends have died because of you, because of your incredible inability to... The world twists and stutters. Your guts are a record and that record is skipping. For a moment, you're sure that whoever that poison-shooting bastard is has shot you too, but then your vision clears and you feel the rain on the back of your neck, the world rolling back to you in waves of color and sound. The dark sky splits open on a fault line of lightning. Boulder's hand goes limp in your own. With shaking fingers, you reach out to touch her motionless cheek. Fuck! Fuck! It's not again! Why? An uncontrollable wave of despair washes over you as you look down at the corpse of this girl you barely know. Where are all these feelings coming from? There's honestly too many of them. Why are they... Oh god. No. Well, at least we made friends with them. I got to... Again? Must I do everything myself? What? No. Wait. Wait just a fucking second. No, wrong one. No, we're crying, please. Yeah. It said again. No. What the fuck? Okay. Again? Is this Sock Scratch? I think it is. Oh fuck, what? I don't know what to say. I'm just confused. Very confused. Okay, then. Fucking Doc Scratch. You little piece of shit. Oh my god. Alright. Time to go with what looks like a generic... Actually, she kind of looks like someone you see in Snowbound Blood. I wonder if anyone who did that worked on here. Snowbound Blood. Hiveswap Friendsim. So I don't know. Just wondering. Stelsa Seziat. Boop. This is gonna be a generic teenage adult woman. Well, okay, everyone here is like a kid. So generic teenager. Okay, so it turns out stealing a car was easily one of your better impulse decisions. You've gotten accustomed enough to its weird insides by now that the squishiness doesn't much faze you anymore. It still feels like the warm stomach of some giant creature, but you actually find it kind of comforting. You can just let yourself get enveloped by the steed while the autopilot does its thing. Getting ferried through the streets of Alternia with your feet up on the dash sure beats endlessly pounding the pavement. Sometimes you even throw survival stream on your phone if you really want to get a chill vibe going. You're surprised that you haven't been caught yet, dastardly carjacker that you are, but maybe you're just a better thief than you've always thought. A possible career change to look into when, if, you ever get back up to Earth. The downside is that it's a little difficult for you to further from your goal of gathering even more friendship from the inside of a vehicle. So, you'd park the scuttle buggy and expose yourself to the menaces of the outside world once more. While it's raining, are you fucking kidding me? You're in what looks like some sort of residential neighborhood. It isn't as nice as the blue blood neighborhoods you've seen, but still nice enough for most of the apartment complexes to have imposing locked front gates and security drones. But, of course, you can't take allegedly strong Alternia without something terrible happening. You aren't out here for very long before it starts raining shit, damn, and fuck. You ditched the umbrella Torona had given you since it was as heavy as a goddamn club, and now you're super regretting it. Running for shelter is all you can do, so you make a mad dash for one of the building awnings, huddling uncomfortably underneath it. Couldn't you have just gone back in the fucking car? The rain doesn't let up. You'll have to look soon. You'll have to move soon. The security drones are beginning to look like they're planning on taking a few shots at you for loitering. You need to make a decision, and fast. Okay, trying to run back to the scuttle buggy. Obviously, that's the wrong choice, but if I was in this situation, I would attempt that. Cause, fucking rain, whatever. Like, I don't want to get shot at by drones, but if I'm stuck under a fucking awning, I don't think there's really any better option. Maybe I could go from awning to awning until I'm close enough to the car to get to it. Run back to the scuttle buggy. It's parked a ways down the street, but if you run fast enough, you might be able to make it. Fuck. No. You abandoned the security of the metal awning and launching yourself back into the minor apocalypse as regular Alternian weather. You should have been able to guess how this was going to go. The raindrops are too dense for you to successfully dodge them all, and your delicate human body isn't built to withstand nuclear-ass rain. You probably would have had better luck with the security drones. Well, that didn't work. That's not the idea. That's not the fucking idea. You idiot. You complete idiot. Why would you do this? You knew that wasn't going to work. You could have taken a safer choice, but you didn't. Try and get into one of the buildings. There's no way you're getting into any of these without a passcode, but wait! You think you see someone coming your way, perhaps they'll be your knight in shining armor? Oh god. Basically like Carcat, but no punctuation? Or maybe... I don't know. So what you're telling me is that my appointment is cancelled? You're still some distance away, but she's looking right at you. You point at yourself questioningly, thinking she might be talking to you, but then you realize she's wearing a Bluetooth headset. Jerome used to be so on the ball. Remember the time he gave me a full-pronged beautifying procedure right after the hypoid ripped his arm off? What? Well, that's pretty fucking selfish of you. But now he can't bounce back from one little thresher in the abominable sausages. What happened? That boy is losing his touch. Wow, what an asshole. One actual uncaring asshole. It looks like she's coming back from a jog. If I'm running shorts or anything to go by. Wait. That's a skirt. That is a skirt. If she's at all bothered by the acid glancing off her skin, sending dozens of little firecracker sparks in their wake, she isn't showing it. She seems much more preoccupied by the harried conversation she's having on the phone. Most importantly, she's power walking to the entrance of this building, which must mean she lives here. This is your chance. You shuffle along under the awning, pressing yourself close to the side of the building, bug-like. You sort of wish she'd encountered you earlier when you were dodging rain like a rad action hero. Now you just looked sort of cowardly and pathetic. Especially compared to her, she's striding along like absolutely nothing is gonna get in the way of whatever business she's got going on, let alone a few paltry explosions. Actually, she's so focused on her call that she doesn't notice you until you're standing right next to her. Such an inconvenience, you can fully expect I will be taking my business elsewhere from now on. Oh my, wait, what do we have here? She transitions from hanging up the call to talking to you so quickly that it makes your head spin. That's unhealthy. Take this down. Strange little hornless creature parked in front of my home, very puny and scared looking. Can only be the alien everyone has been talking about. Such an opportunity can't go to waste now, can it? You're confused again, looking around to see who she might be talking to, but there's nobody else here. Maybe she's dictating notes to her phone? Look at you! We can't have you wandering around like this, outside like this, darling, can we? Aren't you ravishing? Do give me the name of your stylist. So good to meet you. Here's my card. The name Stosis says he had Audi Terrorizer in training for the Alternian Empire. Nice to meet you. Let's walk and talk. I need to look what that is. Okay. Is there any page with this? No, this is the only mention of it in the entirety of Homestuck. Like, the entirety. Maybe we'll find out what that is in the Homestuck. I mean, Hiveswap. Maybe Hiveswap. Possibly Haunt-Switch? If Haunt-Switch... Yeah, Haunt-Switch is a long way away, sadly, but maybe. You didn't realize that borrowed hoodie wasn't that impressive of a look, but okay. She produces a business card with one hand and then puts some numbers into a panel with the other. You take the card. It's a struggle to process what she's saying, respond to her questions, and introduce yourself, all while experiencing the verbal equivalent of getting hit by a truck. How is it possible to talk so fast without taking a breath? You can barely get a word in edgewise. So I can't stop to breathe while reading her lines. Okay. Stosa continues chattering away as she steps inside and waves for you to follow her into the apartment building's elevator. You do. So tell me, do you run any businesses on your plan? If you do, I would be more than happy to offer my services. They are very efficient and affordable, I can assure you. Our your legal and financial documents will be checked over in no time. I'll make sure everything is running a tip-top shape. I'm so happy to have run into you. Ever since Zizi told me she met you, I've been asking her to introduce me. It's so very important for a professional to continue growing her networks, especially intergalactically. Don't you agree? Oh god, oh fuck. Always a bad idea. She's still busying herself with her phone while talking to you, texting on its tiny keyboard now. The name ZZ doesn't ring any bells. You flip through the Rolodex in your brain, trying to remember. Have you really made so many friends that you're beginning to forget their names? You're a little impressed with yourself. That's Tizia's, right? Even if I barely remember this amount of like how late we are into the story, I still remember relations to other characters. It feels like only yesterday that you were crawling around in the basement of a murderess and getting stabbed in the shin with a screwdriver, just a single friend to your name. Good times. It comes so far since then. It brings a single sentimental tear to your eye. You know, you've been mentioning our data quite a lot, and yet never Damien. Diamond. Diamond. Oh, fuck. I got confused. This guy is Damien, the YouTuber. The troll is Diamond. So fuck. You've come so far since then, it brings a single sentimental tear to your eye. Wait, Stosa's own name finally starts to register. You've heard it before. This is Tysius and Matesford, so we must be talking about Tysius. Murderess is stabbing, very fascinating stuff, I'm sure. Yes, I'm referring to my darling Tysius, of course. So fuck. You're at the door to her hive. She unlocks it, letting you both in. Whoa. Oh god. A statue! Okay, there's another coat here. Books everywhere. Well, books all over here. That statue I want in my room. And then motivational posters, I'm assuming. Just saying on! And then what the fuck that is. And then just what the fuck this is. Fire flower. That is a fire flower right there. I like it. That must have been some drawing she did as a kid or something. Come in, welcome to Chessiat! Make yourself at home. What can I get you? Anything? Wire, grub cake, my rate sheet? I would love to continue our chat while I am a little less sweaty. Also, acid wreaks absolute havoc on the skin. You know how it is. I'll just jump into the lab. You listen to trap for a minute. Please excuse me. Won't be back in 2 shakers or quack me. Gastric evacuation pillow. That is still a terrible idea. Actually, you wouldn't know how it is, considering that fucking load of acid falling on you would leave you either very injured or very dead. And she's already gone. Fuck. Cough. Cough, cough. I'm back. Boop. X? Oh yeah. You're a little relieved. It's not that self-centered and friendly. She's plenty friendly. She just approaches friendship in a way that makes you feel a little like a line on her to-do list that she's in a hurry to check off. Guess we can get a look at that desk now. It's an organized mess. Very cluttered, but yet organized. I have no idea what the hell that thing is, the green thing there. Or, well, she seems like she wants you as some sort of work contact, not a friend, but that's okay. You've worn many hats in the pursuit of friendship. Clown cultist, impromptu shoosh-papper, murder accomplice, business associate is one of the tamer ones on the list. Not that you have Now that you no longer have to keep up with her mile-a-minute conversation, you can take a proper look around her hive. You're not sure what's more perturbing, the sheer amount of paint that's acousting your eyeballs, or the fact that everything is so painstakingly organized it's making you a little uncomfortable. Oh, I guess that is a bit organized. They're on a desk. Little table there. Still a bit on the floor, but eh. Yeah, this little corner is a mess corner. It's a part of the room organized specifically for mess. It's like you merely standing here is disrupting the careful order of the room. Her shelves are crammed full of books, all neatly arranged according to topic, with each topic displayed on a little label on each shelf. She also had a lot of posters featuring motivational slogans underneath striking nature photography. The only normal-looking spot in the hive is a coffee table with a mishmash of personal belongings piled on top of it. Books, papers, a jacket. You'd think that might be a mug? None of these items strike you as being particularly Stous's style. The overall effect is that of a very pink, very neat office cubicle. You almost feel like you should start chugging mediocre coffee and complaining about how much you hate Mondays. Oh god, I was about to read the next line in a Garfield voice. So sorry to have kept you waiting. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. So sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh fuck. Towel. Stosa reemerges, her hair wrapped in a towel. Well, it's been a blast getting to know you. We should get lunch sometime. Keep the conversation going. I'll pencil you in, darling. But for now, I have a bit of a dilemma to deal with. That sounds worryingly like a dismissal. You sneak a glance at the frick. You don't want to be penciled in. I honestly do not remember if I read the whole thing or not. That sounds worryingly like a dismissal. You sneak a glance at the schedule on her bulletin board. It's a blade of color with barely any free slots. You don't want to be penciled in. You have no idea where she might be available next, and you need her sweet, sweet friendship now. Maybe whatever problem she has is something you can help her with? Unless you're a ludicrously talented beautician, I think not. My usual place bumped me off their list and right before a very important meeting, too. A girl has to look her best for these things and not really knock their socks off. If I want to make arrangements at another salon, I shall have to move fast, no time to waste. Frick. Why not use the extra time to do more prep for the meeting? Who needs a beautician when you're around? Oh god, that's smooth. That is very smooth, the second one. Even if it's kind of like, hey, I'll help you, smooth, it's still smooth nonetheless. Nonetheless. Frick. Just messed up the smoothness. I shall now punish my teeth. Ow. Alright. Time to... Who needs a beautician when you're around? You have absolutely no professional beauty experience, but Sarava did give you that crash course in crafting great looks. Stosa is probably after a vibe that's a little less moisture wave, but you're sure you can whip something up. You tell her that you'll help her get ready instead, right here in her hive. Ooh! How nice of you! I've never had a house call before. Let's do this! She leads you into the... Oh god, this is even more pink. Like, before the pink wasn't really that apparent. It wasn't really a problem. But here, this is a problem. I thought trolls didn't really care about fashion for the most part. Yet there's a whole book on fashion here. Or maybe it's just clothes fashion and actual body fashion does matter. Who knows? Why are there fucking power tools in here? Oh no, those are like hair stuff. Yeah, all of this does have is very apparent with hair. She leads you into the next room, rubbing her hair dry as she goes. There's a Recuber Coon in one corner and a Vandy in the other, with an array of poofs, brushes, and other mysterious implements spread out on its surface. Some of them are disturbingly pointy. Oh god, oh fuck. Oh well, you're sure you'll be able to figure out what they're all for once you start using them. Stosa takes a seat in the chair in front of the vanity, folding her hands primly in her lap. So, darling, what do you think? What do you think? What should we do first? It's all up to you. Not this again. Why are you always making all the decisions around here? What you wouldn't give to be able to foist your own life choices off on random people you just met? It would be refreshing. MSPA readers, Friendsim. Oh fuck, yes. There's only like one volume, one character choice. It's him. Her. I don't know, I always kind of sell them as him. Primarily as most characters with their style are he's. Like Homestuck. Like Jailbreak, the original MSPA guy, he. This guy, he. Bard Quest has some guys like that, I think. There's a log, right? Yeah, log. Herald. Okay, no, there's no MSPA guys in Bard Quest. Problem Sleuth. This is the closest to MSPA guy we'll ever really get in a frickin' adventure. Okay, yeah, probably not. But yeah, this guy's looks so... Basically, what I'm saying is most people who look like the MSPA reader are he's. If not all of them. So I see the MSPA reader as a he. Even though they're technically a they/them. Don't really have a gender or anything. But yeah. Not this again. Why are you always making up all the Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Another choice. I say horns seem to be intimate from what I know, so style hair it is. Although to be honest, if I knew nothing about Homestuck, I would go for the horns, particularly because they're neat. Let's do hair. That's what she wants, hair care. The first order of business should be drying Stone's hair. You pick up a funnel-shaped doohickey that looks like it might be a hair dryer, fumbling around for a button. There isn't one, but you manage to turn it on by giving it a good squeeze. The mouth of the funnel opens up wide, emitting a hot blast of air along with a hoarse animal yell. You think you might actually see teeth inside? Just don't think about it too much. That's the best you can do when it comes to literally any Alternian gadget. Thankfully, the noise soon fades to a low hum. Here, use this! Stosa passes you a piece of thorny bramble. It looks painful, but when you begin brushing Stosa's hair, she sighs happily. Interesting being in this position for once. When Tides is over, usually I am the one doing this. You try to imagine Tides letting someone give her a sweet do. Even when it's her girlfriend in question, you have a hard time picturing it. Stosa laughs. She has a surprisingly pretty musical laugh. Ha 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 ha! Oh god. That's all I can think of with musical laugh. No, my dear Zizi isn't one for involved beauty rituals. She usually doesn't let me do more than just a brush, but it is still relaxing. Sliding the brush through Stosa's hair is pretty relaxing. You allow yourself to zen out for a moment before shaking yourself out of it, casting around for something to talk about. That's what good hairdressers do, right? Strike up casual conversation. Your eyes fall on an open book sitting on the table. It's the only object there that doesn't have anything to do with hair care or beauty, so it stands out like a sore thumb. Just like the items on the coffee table. It's strewn too haphazardly to look like it belongs to Stosa. You think you see some of the tabs Tidy was using on the notes for a group project. And if you look even closer, you think you can catch the words Revolt and History in the page header. Right, as Tidy as matron, Stosa probably has big plans for dismantling the system from the inside too, after she becomes an auditor. I don't know. I don't know what I want to know what this new class is, but it's not. It is not freaking. It doesn't seem to be explained anywhere. I already closed out. I don't have it on copy. Oh no. I still do have it. Okay, I'm gonna go to you. Just search. Alright. It says nothing more than that. I just accidentally fucking spoiled the good ending. Fuck. Frick. You remark that you think it's really cool what she and Tigers are doing. It might be scary to stick it to the man like that, but someone has to do it. Okay, it's not exactly like conversation, but talking to Tigers about this had been so enlightening and sad, and you'd really bonded over it. Maybe you'll be able to bond with Stelsa the same way? But Stelsa only looks confused, then her eyes flick down to the book, just for a second, before she reaches out, smartly snaps it shut, and squirrels it away in one of the drawers. The sound of the drawer slamming makes you jump, and you narrowly avoid pulling Stelsa's hair. I am quite sure I don't know what you're talking about. I am not sticking anything anywhere, definitely not to any man, and neither is Tizia's. She's sitting straight and tense in the chair now, her voice soaring to a high, bordering on hysterical pitch. Oh no, she probably doesn't know you're on their side. Tizia's might not have told her about the conversation. It's okay, you're not going to tell anyone. You've sworn to secrecy, but Stelsa averts her eyes, a stubborn set to her chin. Again, I have no idea what you're talking about, not a single clue. Titus and myself are both law-abiding subjects of the Empire. We don't dabble in such foolish things as sympathizing with rebels. What would that possibly accomplish? She wrings her hands distractedly. We do things the way we do on Oturnium for a reason, darling. Without the Hemel Spectrum and the roles we each need to play, why the world would be plunged in a complete chaos? Can you even imagine? Drones running around not knowing which way is up, doing whatever they please. No one to tell them what their place in the world is. She goes from hand-wringing to gesticulating wildly. Oh, she kind of looks like a cat. Almost knocking a row of jars off the table, positively frantic at the prospect of societal breakdown. It's better for everyone this way, I truly believe that! You're beginning to realize that you might have put your foot in your own mouth, just a little bit. Stuffed a toe or two in that gob of yours, maybe. He sounds way too earnest for this to be a cover-up. So, but she seems to know exactly what freaking we're talking about. I think she doesn't support Titus with it, honestly. Could it be possible that Stelsa really does side with what Titus called her the Condess? And that she doesn't know about Titus' underground research after all? But the book was right there. Yeah, exactly. You're so confused. Talking about this is clearly distressing Stelsa though, so you drop it. Focusing on finishing up her hair instead. It's pretty soft now that it's dry. I'm not sure you've styled it correctly, but she seems pleased. Great job, nice fit, nice, fantastic, you did an excellent job. You glow at the praise. You say thanks, but she's already passing you a bottle of nail polish. She really wants you to go all the way, huh? You twist it open and get to work. You're too focused on not smudging the teal color over the stately point of her claw to talk, but Stelsa breaks his silence. I have a question for you. You nod, sticking your tongue out in concentration. So I have this acquaintance. This is the most tentative you've heard her so far. You weren't sure her vocal cords were capable of it. So I have this acquaintance. I fucking love doing that ear-grating voice. Wow, I tried to put ice in my mouth and completely missed my mouth. They're in a quadrant with someone who harbors views most would consider subversive, if not outright treasonous. She's obviously talking about herself and Titus, but you don't want to point that out in case she gets upset again, so you just nod along thoughtfully. She didn't always, the mates, but I mean, it will blow over at some point. She must just be going through a difficult phase, but in the meantime, she can get into so much trouble. Stelsa's lower lip wobbles like she's about to cry. You chew on the inside of your cheek, trying to figure out what to say. Talking to Titus very much did not leave you with the impression that it was a phase. She sounded pretty serious. Does Stosa's friend have any idea that this is going on? She looks at the drawer. So do you. Nope. You resist the urge to massage your temples. No idea at all? Absolutely not. Alright, okay. You can do this. A good first step might be for a friend to face up to the issue. You know, if there's the chance that they have the tiniest inkling about what might be happening, so the two of them can talk about it. Talk about it? Yeah, you're no expert, but open discussion probably helps with relationship problems quite a bit. Plus, you ruminate to yourself. The more you think about it, the less it seems that Taiji is leaving her controversial book out like that was an accident. It was right in front of Sosa's chair after all. Maybe Taiji had wanted Sosa to see it. You'd slicked the last bit of color on Sosa's pinky claw a while ago, but you're both too wrapped up in the conversation to suggest that you move on to something else. She lets the polish dry while the two of you continue to talk. But my friend does not agree with her mate's sentiments. Discussing it would just cause unnecessary friction, wouldn't it? Maybe, but even so, addressing the issue is probably better than addressing it in there. Besides, quadrant mates can coexist regardless of differing beliefs, right? Yeah, you don't sound convincing even to yourself, but the platitudes seem to comfort Sosa somewhat. Maybe you're right. Carefully, mindful of her just dried nails, she wipes away a few tears, much to your horror. Was that the wrong thing to say? But then she's still smiling. I have not spoken about that to anyone before now. Telling you about it was truly a load off my bellow sac cavity. I am sure my friend will be grateful as well. I shall relay your advice accordingly as soon as I can. You smile back at her weakly. You haven't been able to relate to very much when it comes to alternating life, but boy can you relate to relationship drama, and trolls sure seem to have plenty of it. You hope everything turned out alright for her friend. Since her voice is all sniffly and her eyelashes still wet, you retrieve a frilly box of hand tissues and hold it out to her, hoping that will help. She pulls out a few and blows her nose on them with a sad honking noise. Honk! I should finish getting ready. She seems reluctant to get up, though. You'd probably be the same, knowing you had to head into a serious business meeting after spilling your heart like that. Experiencing emotion is tiring. Eventually, though, Sosa musters up enough energy to get to her feet. Much to your surprise, instead of immediately rushing off to complete her next pre-meeting task, she pulls you into a tight hug. Aw, thank you, you're a real friend. And there it is, not colleague, not potential client, but that wonderful friendship word. Friends forever. I wish I didn't accidentally see that. But still good nonetheless, since I didn't look at it so long. Very cute. Ow. Now the bad endings. Why not use the extra time to do more prep for the meeting? That is an excellent idea! I've visited the potential client's establishment a while ago, but it was a quick one. I could do well to cast my gander bulbs around the place properly. It's pretty much in the bag, but the thing is a glutton, and there's no way I can flub it having Romeo and a Mac as a client. Would be too good of a Gluckbeast flume in my panlets for me to chuck the opportunity on the load caper. Ramil? You totally know her. How about that? Oh god, glossed over me trying to do the quick talking. Yes, I would hope you did, darling. She's always been splashed all over the papers lately with that stunt of hers. Buying out her competitor like that, I've never heard the likes of it before. She's flitting around her hive as she speaks, nipping into what you assume is her bedroom to blow her hair dry before shuffling some paper into a handbag. You tell her as best you can, feeling a bit like a pet cat underfoot who's threatening to trip her at every turn. Maintaining a career as a successfully yet relatively event-grade artist is very different to assuming ownership of and managing a museum, and yet she has made it work. Whoa, sounds like Ramil has been busy since the last time you saw her. Clarify that Ramil is a friend of yours, actually. Stosa stops in her tracks. Really? Why didn't you say so in the first place? You should come with me. Getting the 411 on Ramil from a friend of hers could really... Getting the 411 on Ramil from a friend of hers could really give me a fraud up. What does it mean to get the 411 on someone? Oh. Okay, information. What do you say? You're not sure there's much you can tell Sosa about Ramil. You're pretty sure Ramil doesn't want an auditor in training, or, well, anyone really, knowing that she's an art thief. But, why not? There'd be some stray info about Ramil knocking around in the old noggin that might come in useful. Marvelous! Come on, you can tell me on the way. She takes her hand and pulls you out the door. I forgot the voice I did for her, so I'm dreading this. You offer Sosa a ride and you're totally not still in scope. It's still raining, but she shields you both with an umbrella that's almost as big as you are, or as you walk to where it's parked. You get in, put some tunes on for the road, and head off. Once you're on your way, you admit to Sosa that most of your and Ramil's conversations just involve her bouncing ideas off you for a webcomic, but you're still happy to answer any questions she might have about Ramil's overall deal. You're expecting her to be disappointed, but her eyes practically light up. Well, what a privilege! To be completely truthful, I'm quite the fan. I've been following her webcomic for a while. She admits this kind of sheepishly. Does she think that liking comics is embarrassing? Hold on. Gotta take my hourly break to read the entirety of Homestuck. Okay, I'll stop. I got a whole lot of information in that reading. I feel like I can truly comprehend the comic now. Fuck. Of course not! Okay, maybe a little. It seems irresponsible to spend time on something as flippant as a comic on the internet when I have so much other business to attend to. Lots of irons in the fire over here. Achievements don't achieve themselves, you know. Not really? I just noticed the little tree up there. Aw. It's adorable. When I eventually get my own car in like a few years or whatever, I want that tree there. Maybe, but hobbies and downtime are important too. You never feel more rested than after you've let yourself do absolutely nothing but enjoy a good comic. What? She looks at you blankly. You know, rest? Oh, I always make sure to get enough recuperation every day. No concerns there, to be sure. What you're talking about is a bit different from getting enough sleep, but you try a different tack. Why is she taking this job with Ramil anyway? Isn't she busy enough with her training? Well, sure, I have that internship with the alternating government as well, but there can never be enough experience under one's belt. You're beginning to see what the problem is. You get the feeling that Sosa might be a bit of a workaholic. Just vaguely. Has she ever considered... You're so involved in trying to convince Sosa of the merits of getting her chill on that you don't realize there's anything wrong. Not until Sosa lets out a screech that almost bursts your eardrums. Throw six, we can't go this way, there's road work happening here! The scuttle buggy must be operating with an outdated map! Switch to the manual and turns around quick! The road work Sosa is referring to is a bridge with a do not enter sign hastily put up. Beyond the sign, the bridge is covered with enormous holes. Some look big enough for the entire car to fall through easily. What are you waiting for? Hurry! Well, there's one small problem. You can't drive. Oh, fudge nuts! Sosa presses a few buttons, switching the controls and manual. You grab the wheel, turning it wildly. Your only goal to make sure that you don't drive onto the death bridge. You probably should have paid attention to the steep slope curving away from the road. Oh, fuck. Oh, God! Oh, no, this is one of the little games that Zephros plays, whatever it's called. Fuck. We're as good as dead! You both yell as the scuttlebuggy fumes downward at full tilt. Miraculously, it doesn't tip, but it does slam into a power line, sending the two of you lurching forward. If it wasn't for the unnerving lung-like airbags that inflate in front of you, you would have shot out the front window. Anxiously, you ask if Stelsa is okay. Stelsa doesn't seem too concerned about whether she's injured or not. She's making a futile attempt to push the airbags out of the way so she can get out of the car. There's no way we'll make my meeting on time now, and I look like an absolute mess! She's right. Her hair, which was all gentle soft tufts before, is sticking up in all directions and her glasses have smashed in the collision. Hold on. Let me fix that for you. Well, okay, the hair looks fine, but the glasses don't. That black? I can't draw, by the way. So if you ever are interested in whenever I talk about the fucking webcomic, please note that is not a serious... The webcomic I make, please note, is not a serious webcomic. It is a shitpost. And that's why the art is so bad. Yeah, they actually do change the hair. Could have frickin' had the glasses crack, though. Why'd I think this was a good idea? I should've just walked things for nothing! The car might have survived the crash, but if Stilch's cranky expression is anything to go by, your budding friendship with her wasn't as lucky. Fashion fucks pass. Okay, there's the glasses. We really fucked up there. At least that's the bad ending. Wait. Wait. I just noticed something. I just fucking noticed something. Nope. I went too fast! Ah! The car is bleeding. The car is frickin' bleeding. Oh god. I think all the machinery is indeed alive. Okay, time to be... bad. Polish horns. You pick up a velvety piece of cloth, bringing it up to Stos's head. There's only one thing this can be for, right? Oh wait, what are you going to do with that? Polish her horns in an impressive sheen, of course. They'll be positively gleaming by the time you're done with them. She grabs your wrist with one hand before you can do so. She's deceptively strong, holding you in such an ironclad grip that you can't move your arm at all. You've been low-key admiring her toned arms earlier, but now you know for sure that the rack of hot pink demos in the living room aren't just for show. Instead of looking pleased with what you propose to do, she looks uneasy, possibly even a little embarrassed. Polish my, You barely get a glimpse of her discomfited expression before she's bracing you with another friendly smile, albeit a bit of a strained one. You know, I think I'm having second thoughts. It's reasonable to expect that an alien like you wouldn't know the first thing about Joel grooming habits. My mistake, I should have accounted for such cultural differences, but it's quite alright. I shall figure something else out. Is it just you, or was there a pointed pause before cultural differences? Yep. Knew it. Horns are a sexual thing. Or at least an intimate thing. She's getting up again. Wait, what's happening? You thought the two of you were going to bond over a sweet makeover session, but she's pushing you back into the main area of her hive. Pretty forcefully, too. Thank you for offering your help, dear. So very kind of you, but I'll manage. Great to meet you. Just wonderful. Call me. Take care. Have a nice life. Toodles. Goodbye. She shoots you another lovely yet very clearly fake smile and shoves you out the door. You'll be able to wait out the rain just fine in this hallway, but being sprawled on your ass by Sosa's welcome mat all by your lonesome just isn't the same as hanging with a new friend. Oh, game over. Well, we fucked up. Oh, so she's not doing a fake smile in that one, you fricked up. Da, 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 da. Oh. Da. Come on, music. Da, 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 da. Alright, we're done. Good. Very good. Woo. Blah. Right. Okay, well, I guess we're done. That was good volume. I guess. Let's look at... What? No, let's look at Friends actually. See a little images. Oh yeah, I guess we're getting close to this. Okay, so... So then, if I'm right... Oh, okay, no, I'm not right. Frick. This is the one thing of, alright. Close, though. Anyway, people who's watching, thank you for watching. I don't know what to say. I'm still not good with outros after all this time.